A very warm welcome to everyone. I hope you all are keeping yourself safe and healthy. Thank you for being here for today's webinar. Our agenda for today's discussion is Scrum Importance and Project Management Best Practices. I am Pratibha Dubey, a digital marketing specialist at Cloud Analogy, and today's your host for this webinar. Today in this educational webinar, you will get an overview of Scrum importance and what the role of project management lifecycle plays in delivering a successful project. You will also learn the benefits and the challenges of a Scrum along with the different stages of the project lifecycle. So, before we begin with this knowledge-packed webinar, it would be an honor to introduce Cloud Analogy before you. Cloud Analogy is a leading Salesforce Silver partner and CRM development and implementation partner for everything related to Salesforce, including Salesforce customization, implementation, integration, and migration services. Teams of certified Salesforce and CRM experts will help you to get optimum value out of Salesforce, Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Commerce Cloud, Instant Analytics, Community Cloud, CPQ, Paradot, Service Cloud, Field Servicing Lightning, and more. Let me now introduce you to our today's speaker, Abha Dubey, Project Manager and a Scrum Master at Cloud Analogy, who is going to share invaluable insights into Scrum methodology and Agile project management to help you achieve maximum business benefits. Now, without further ado, let me hand over this session to Abha. Over to you, Abha.
Thanks, Pratibha, for the introduction. Hey everyone, first of all, I would like to thank you for attending this webinar today. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So the agenda for today's webinar is as follows: Introduction to Agile Development Methodology, what is Scrum and what is the role of Scrum Master, benefits and challenges of the Scrum framework, project management lifecycle and what is it, stages of project management lifecycle, benefits of project management lifecycle. Now, talking about the Scrum methodology and project management, every business organization seems to practice agile methods for developing their software or creating an updated version of it in today's technology-driven world. Whether you are a millennial to agile development or learned the process decades ago, today our webinar will influence you more about the best practices involved in managing a project effectively. So let's first discuss what is Agile Development Methodology. The Agile Development Methodology is a practice that is centered around the idea of continuous iteration of testing and development throughout the path of a project. Both testing and development activities in the Agile model are concurrent. To be more precise, according to the Agile Manifesto, such type of methodology animates from 4 principles: team interaction over the process and tools used, working software over comprehensive documentation, response to changes over following a plan, customer collaboration over contract negotiation. For commencing a project, a agile development methodology always begins with first defining the users, documenting a vision statement based on the opportunity or problems, capturing the vision by the product owner, and lastly, working with the team for delivering the vision. Now let me tell you what is Scrum and what is the role of a Scrum Master. There are many Agile frameworks which assist in a project development process. They are well aligned with the project management lifecycle, and one such framework, Scrum, is the highlight of today's webinar. Notably, Scrum is one of the most popular Agile framework. Unlike other traditional project management approach, Scrum is fast, flexible, and efficient. You may be surprised to know that Scrum got its name from the famous game Rugby. According to the game, the players bind together and interlock the ball with their feet. Such a demonstration is a perfect example of making the team work together. Much like a rugby team, A Scrum is a project management approach encourages the team to learn through their experience, organize themselves while fixing an issue and reflect on their achievement and loss with a plan to improve continually. And all such teamwork is possible only because one person who is known as a Scrum Master. For someone new to Scrum, the term Scrum Master may sound like a character in a video game, but it is a tough job with branches growing from leadership. The role of the Scrum Master is to ensure that adequate processes are being followed for managing a project. Such professionals are involved in decision making and can guide the team through the Scrum process with their expertise. Not everyone will have the same understanding of Scrum. That's especially true to people who are new to the framework.
Wow, that was truly very informative, Abha. So, Abha, we have a question from our audience side, that is, how a Scrum Master can deliver maximum value in Agile software development, and how can a Scrum Master make a true difference and improve productivity for your entire team? So, what's your response to this question?
A Scrum Master is undoubtedly a crucial member of a Scrum team, but they are not solely involved in the planning and the execution process. Also, a Scrum Master doesn't manage because a Scrum team is self-organizing. Yet, without such an individual, it is impossible to come up with a successful professional. A professional like a Scrum Master acts like a glue for a team. They act as a coach and guide the team to create a high quality product. A Scrum Master is responsible for eliminating the roadblocks in the project lifecycle process. They assist the team in meeting the deadline as effectively as possible. Not just the team, a Scrum Master acts as a catalyst for the organization. They assist the stakeholders and employees in working in an agile manner. Not just a team, a Scrum Master acts as a catalyst for the organization. They assist the stakeholder and employees in working in an aligned manner. A Scrum Master therefore increases the productivity of a team while conducting regular discussions or follow-ups with other Scrum Master throughout the organization. Now let's move on to the benefits and challenges of Scrum framework. As we all know that every approach in a project management process comes with its advantages and disadvantages. And after knowing about such great insights related to Scrum and Scrum Master, who would be considering the pros and cons, you must be aware of every single detail. But if you want to set yourself apart from the crowd, you must be aware of every single detail. First, Scrum can assist team members in completing their project delivery efficiently and quickly. Scrum lowers the cost of a project and initiates effective use of not only money but also time. With Scrum, changes can be supported and adapted in a project that is currently in progress. In a Scrum framework, tasks are prioritized according to the order of importance. This means that the tasks which are to be completed first will deliver higher ROI. The project executed using a Scrum approach ensure delivering higher customer satisfaction. Now, as you are aware of the advantages, let me tell you some disadvantages of Scrum framework. A Scrum framework can be challenging for a large team. Such type of project approach can be easily handled by experienced personnel. A Scrum framework-based project can only meet the quality requirements once the team undergoes aggressive testing process. Project cannot be completed if the individual in a team are not committed or cooperative. The last, if any team members leave the project in the middle, it can be a massive loss. while following a Scrum framework.
Abba, we have another question from our audience side. That is, how can a Scrum Master contribute to the process of sprint planning? And how can one make the team really work on the most valuable stories? So, what do you want to say on this question? Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you for the question, Pratibha. Sprint planning is a collective effort, including a Scrum Master who facilitates the meeting, a product owner who makes clear the specifics of the product backlogs, items, and their corresponding acceptance criteria, and the complete development team who outline the work and effort necessary to meet their sprint goal. The Scrum Master can help the team by first, time boxing the activity, making the team stay focused on the intention of the meeting, facilitating and resolving any deadlock if in the discussion, can help them commit right amount of work as per their available capacity. Last, to make sure that the team is invested and asking the right question. To accomplish this, Scrum Masters can help the team understand the definition of being ready and the process to create meaningful stories. Also, as discussed earlier in the questionnaire, it is important to get the team to participate in early discovery process to make them understand the product. The stories should be created as a collaborative effort between the development team and the product owner. This creates a shared understanding of the common goal.
Okay, Abba. So we have another question which we have from our audience side. That is, what are the primary ways as a Scrum Master keeps a development team working at its highest level of productivity?
By facilitating development team decision and by removing impediments that hinder the development team, a Scrum Master is a servant leader for the development team. A Scrum Master is a servant leader for a development team. Facilitation and removing impediment serves a team in achieving the best productivity possible. The Scrum Master with the Scrum team facilitates the development team in delivering the product increment. A Scrum Master does everything possible to help the development team to work at their highest level. Yeah, let's move on to the other topic, project management lifecycle and what it is. No matter what kind of framework you are leveraging for executing your projects, an understanding of the project management lifecycle is a must. Sometimes a project can turn into a complex one, and it requires huge efforts and resource. Regardless of the organization's size and goal, a project lifecycle can help the initiative run smoothly. Project management is a systematic process that assists in organizing, managing, and controlling a wide range of projects. Remember, with appropriate project management principle, one can handle projects without hassle and deliver them under tight deadlines. Let me share with you the stages of project lifecycle. A project management lifecycle can be described as the phases of project conducted by the team from start to finish. A project comprises 5 processes that come together to form a project management lifecycle. Let's discuss those phases in brief. The first phase is initiation. In this phase, the project is officially launched and is named. The team or the project manager defines the plan of the project from a broader perspective. During this process, the goals, the risks, and the shareholders related to the project are taken into account. The second phase is planning. Here is a roadmap guide the team towards the creation of the project plan. The team members set the deadline and the resources are allotted. In this phase, the tasks are divided. Cost, time, and quality are also discussed. Another phase of project management lifecycle is execution. where the team works on deliverables. They make sure that the project is meeting the requirements without any obstacle. Meetings are conducted and teams discuss their concern related to the project. Monitoring and controlling is the fourth phase. Here, the project manager oversees the functionalities and ensures that everything is heading according to the plan. Also, the project manager monitors the project performance, manages risk, checks on the status, and more. The final and the fifth phase of the project management lifecycle is closing. As the name suggests, this phase is about making a record of the deliverables, documentation, and handing over the project to the client. Let me tell you the benefits of the project management lifecycle. First, the project lifecycle offers a structure to the approach and it helps in efficiently delivering the project. Moreover, it allows the team members to work collectively on a project and identify how the project progresses. First, the project lifecycle offers a structure to the approach and it helps in efficiently delivering the project. Moreover, it allows the team members to work collectively on a project and identify how the project progresses. A project lifecycle ensures that the output and the activities are defined. Second, by improving the communication between the team members, a project lifecycle helps define the role. It offers a framework for the project that all the members of the team understands. Further, the roles and responsibilities are allocated according to the different project phases as discussed earlier. It makes the entire process more accessible. With the help of project management lifecycle, the project manager understands the progress involved. It assists in analyzing the risk and the other factors associated with the project. Moreover, by implementing project management practices, one can implement different strategies in delivering a high-quality project. The fifth stage involved in project management are best suited for the evolution of the project. With the help of those phases, one can identify those areas that need more attention when it comes to project management. The team can easily monitor the cost, resources, and use other prominent factors required to refine the project. Fifth, without clear goals, it is difficult for a team to work towards the objective. With a project management tool, it is easier to optimize the steps the team needs to take to get the final agenda. It will only influence the decision but will also serve as a metric to measure the success after the launch of the project. Being a multidisciplinary methodology, Scrum encourages a better understanding and appreciation of individual roles played by the team members, built on a framework of continuous improvement and feedback. Scrum leads to an effective communication among the team. In comparison, traditional methodologies will break the communication and would not provide constant feedback. Moreover, a traditional project management approach takes so much time to estimate the project and delay final decision making. But with the help of Scrum framework, the team can get faster inputs and lead towards a successful project. By initiating Scrum in project management, planning is taken into account with the very beginning. And this is why Scrum delivers detailed work as compared to the other project management framework.
Great, I hope you all must have understood this Scrum best practices are a wide array to choose from. And undoubtedly, the secret to adopting a best practice lies in understanding your business and then addressing them accordingly. We hope you would have gained a proper insight into the Scrum framework and an overview of how a project management lifecycle can assist in structuring a project from today's discussion. That's all for today's webinar. It was a complete pleasure being with each of you today. Thanks again for joining us in this webinar, and we look forward to seeing you next time with our amazing upcoming webinar. And if you have any questions related to this webinar, please feel free to connect via email, and the details are given below in the description. And if some of you have missed out something, then don't worry. Soon we will be uploading this webinar on YouTube along with the description. Till then, bye everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.